So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So straight into the action. Just too much on that. Oh, can he get onto this? Lacroix promptly onto that. And oh, that is asking for trouble. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Matheus Cunha will be scheming up here, Peter. He's a lovely link-up man who can take on all sorts of creative roles, and his ball carrying and dribbling skills are top drawer. I think he'd be the first to admit that his finishing needs a little work, but he's a big player in this team.
I think the opposition defence agree too. Oh, great chance! Can he finish? Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he gets rid in a hurry. Crystal Palace have the chance to go the other way. Munoz. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start.
Shapes to shoot! They've scored! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Munoz demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Manchester United finding themselves He's had a shot! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And here's Mateta. Can he get on? Real chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Ahmad. He's picked his way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Johnson receives... Oh, just a keeper now! Pino! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. It's their second corner of the game. Munoz. Now it's Wharton. Pino. And the ball is out of play. Jeremy Pino. And it's Wharton. He can run onto that. Thinks about the shot. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Crystal Palace have their third corner. It's a pretty loose pass. Mitchell. Spread to the right. Now it's Kamada. Munoz has the space to scheme. Bruno Fernandes. And he's quick to snatch it back. Kamada. Bruno Fernandes. Threads one in. Wharton. And he was alert to it. And it's slung out wide. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Crystal Palace clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was...
And the shot! He's got away with one there.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Johnson. Munoz. Munoz was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Johnson. That's a super give and go, and he welcomes it in. Kamada! Burmo. Bruno Fernandes. He's shifting through the gears here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Diallo finding himself in space.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Kamada. Now that looks a decent ball. Brennan Johnson. Now it's Mateta. Tries to pass it through. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Crystal Palace looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. So straight into the second half. Diogo Dalot drives forward on the overlap. Mateta is onto it in a flash. And it's Wharton. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's on it, can he get away? And he whips chance! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And he shoots! It's in! This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Crystal Palace are having a ball here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. Well, that is having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Munoz. Now it's Wharton. Casemiro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that's another good win of the ball. Mitchell. And it's Mitchell.
The attendance
to
for
Kamada.
this match was 29,514.
Mateta being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. There's the shot! And he's stuck it away! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Crystal Palace are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's there to get it away. Kamada. And it's Wharton. Šeško. Jeremy Pino. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, perfectly measured that. Jeremy Pino. Munoz. Oh, that's delightful. Aimed beyond the defence. So, what can they make of this? He has found the way through. Jeremy Pino. Wharton. Kamada. Knocks it into space. Oh no, what has happened here? Mateta. Decent chance! And he hits the net! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
And it's Doucouré. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Not the most accurate pass. Mitchell. And the return pass. And it's Doucouré. That's Pino. Casemiro calmly anticipates. Nicely weighted ball. And that could set him on his way. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Mitchell. Kamada. Doucouré. Jeremy Pino. And here's Johnson. Now, can they get him away? Ugarte. And it's Pino. And here's Johnson.
Added time.
Looking for the run. Shoots! Well taken goal. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Substitution on the field. Number 3.
Crystal Palace are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
11. Johnson.
All shows there will be
Number
3 extra
14.
minutes.
Mateta. Number
Now it's
18.
Sarr.
Kamada.
De Ligt.
Number 20.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Crystal Palace looking by any yardstick formidable. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, we've seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Johnson, now it's Wharton, knocks it into space. Wharton, he's picked his way, and he shoots! And it's a goal! And we have liftoff! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Wharton.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Johnson, and he's managed to get free. Oh, well played, well played. Sheshko. Now, can they get him away? Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Bruno Fernandes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Crystal Palace leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Richards calmly anticipates. Mitchell. Mazraoui spots it and intercepts. Looking to play him in. Now it's Mateta. Oh, easy pickings there. Kamada. Crystal Palace already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Now it's Pino. Kamada. And it's slung out wide. Mitchell. Now he's off and running. That's going to go a long way. Nice bit of trickery. Yeremy Pino. Now it's Johnson. Now it's Wharton. Space for him to turn and look. Lovely bit of skill. Munoz. Good ball, good... And a chance! And he's stuck it away! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Crystal Palace are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Kamada. And Richards. Lacroix. Yeremy Pino. Tries to pass it through. Pass is just off target. Munoz. That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Mitchell. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Looking for the run.
This is the time you need that pace.
Tino has created one goal already. And it's Pino. And here's Watson. Shot a goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Wharton clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And he is deftly away. Mitchell.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Wharton, given the lift of his goal. He's in a great position here. No, that's been intercepted. And we've reached half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Crystal Palace looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Just eases him off the ball. Kamada getting forward. Mateta. Oh no, this does not look good. But he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's quick to get rid. Played out wide. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Looking for options for movement. That is lovely. Defending was strong and firm. Shaw, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And it's Pino. Kamada.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Knocks it out wide. Wharton. Played out towards the right wing. Thinks about the shot.
That's good play from him.
Can he finish? And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Bruno Fernandes. Well, they could break here. Well, played right into his path. He's having a shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Taken back almost at once. Doucouré. Now it's Wharton. Matheus Cunha. Bomo. And he was alert to it. Yeremy Pino. And it's Kamada. Nicely weighted ball. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Bruno Fernandes really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. That is ended up in no man's land. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Johnson. Now it's Wharton. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Pino. This looks promising. Oh, good spread. Doucouré. And here's Mateta. And here's Kamada. Chance, surely! Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Sheshko. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's Pino. Now it's Mateta. Tries to play it through. Richards cuts it out. Mateta receives it in a good position here. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
The two coaches are signalling changes here,
Number
both at the same
20.
time.
Number 10. Yeremy Pino.
Hughes,
Number 11.
good running, strong
Johnson.
and purposeful. And here's
On the
Mateta.
field.
He's a
Number
sharp little
19.
ball here.
Hughes. Number 8.
Mount,
Jefferson Lam.
chance here to
Number
counter.
7. Number 29.
That is good pressure, just
Substitutions taking
hounded him
place.
off it. And here's Mateta. Sarr. Oh, good take in a good area. Burmo. That's Mount. Now this could be a chance.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind
There will
is
be
filled.
one.
Oh, good
Added time.
line! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Crystal Palace really have hit the heights. A tour So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here.
Hello everybody.
Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're up and running then. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And no, that was never going to make it. Jeremy Pino. Now it's Johnson. Nicely weighted ball. He has found the way through. Big chance! He's scored! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Threads one in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Decent chance! Oh, good finish! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due...
Oh no, what has happened here? And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Kamada plays it short. And here's Kamada. And it's Mitchell. Oh, super ball! Manchester United are looking to go forward now. It's run loose here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Look at the space here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Burmo. Not the most accurate pass, and the pass is intercepted. Looking for the run. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Bruno Fernandes. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Burmo. Now, can they get him away? Bruno Fernandes. Wharton. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Now it's Pino. Pino! Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
A case now of complete control. That looks a good ball through. Menu gets across to intercept that. Matheus Cunha. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, super find. Goes for a shot! That's another chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Ducore. Jeremy Pino. And it's Wharton. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now, can he find a finish? And the finish! And that's a sharp finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Crystal Palace are at the peak. Shoots! Well, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, that's delightful. Johnson. He's had a shot! Heaven does really well to win the ball there. He's having a pop! Brilliant from Burmo! He's got himself an absolute peach. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Mateta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Jeremy Pino. Wharton. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Kamada.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Lacroix. Richards. Henderson punts it upfield. Looking for options for movement. Mateta is onto this. And there's green grass ahead of him. Picked out brilliantly. Chance! And no mistake. His utter joy. He engages with... And that is indeed the final act. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Crystal Palace are looking as solid as I've seen for some time. All departments are working strongly, and this can do their confidence a whole power of good.
Crystal Palace are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. And so the action is resumed. Wharton. Lacroix. Munoz. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Wharton. And it's Pino. And here's Mateta. Great chance! Casemiro spread out to the left. Wharton. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he welcomes it in. Opts to play it back. Pino. Matheus Cunha. And it's Menu. And Casemiro. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, perfectly measured that. Can he finish? He's put it wide. Mateta looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Cunha unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
28,599.
Bomo. Kamada. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Jeremy Pino has found the net here, of course. Decore. And it's Pino. And it's Kamada. And here's Pino. Now it's Johnson. That's a sharp pass. Johnson showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Now it's Matheus Cunha. He's picked his way through. Can he get on the end of this? Mitchell. Kamada. And it's Decore. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Jeremy Pino. Quality ball. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Mateta. Can he get it through? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Johnson. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Now it's Kamada. He's in a great position here. Brennan Johnson.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Wharton. Casemiro. Oh, he's found support out wide. Ducore. Jeremy Pino. And it's Kamada. Now it's Johnson. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Tries to pass it through. And the shot! No, it's wide.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
So here comes the substitution.
Pino. Number 14. Mateta. Number 18. Canada.
He's looking wide.
Number
Saar.
20.
There's
Number
a sharp
11.
little ball here.
Johnson. Coming on the field.
Has to go
Number
back here.
7.
No way through, so
Number
back it
22.
comes.
Number 19. Hughes.
Munoz
Number 8.
swings it across.
Number
Goes for the header! And a neat finish! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution on the field. Number 28.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite
There will
able.
be 1 minute at a time.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Wriggles his way through. Cross to the back post. Tries to get it clear. So that's it. It is all over. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.
There you have it.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's
This is
face
just what
says
we
it
like
all.
to see.
He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. And it's Lewis. No way through. Now it's Johnson. Now that's well seen too. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, he's a little bit unorthodox, Peter, but I really like Brennan Johnson playing either up front or as a traditional winger. And his strength is that excellent turn of pace, of course, that gets him ahead of his marker. He can then either get a shot away or drive in those low balls across goal. But he's proven he can do this effectively, even against teams who sit that bit deeper, so he can be a really potent weapon.
And the shot! No, just not quite.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Kamada. Looking for options for move. Real chance! Bernardo Silva. It's a promising position. Foden gets into a good position. And that has left him in a heap. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. That's gone for a throw-in. Kamada wins the duel this time. Mateta might just make this. Now it's Johnson. Plays a sharp little ball here. Wharton. And it's Wharton. Now to Corey. Now this could be a chance. And it's Wharton. Wharton. Tries to play it through. Now it's Doku.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Out for a throw. Wharton. And Johnson. Now it's Pino. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Looking to play him in. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Johnson. Kamada. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Now it's Foden. And he's been shifted off it. Jeremy Pino. And he's intervened well there. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Mateta. And here's Johnson. Jeremy Pino. Wharton. Gehi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Jeremy Pino. And here's Johnson. Johnson showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Johnson receives it in a good position here. And it's Wharton. Oh, well played, well played. Threads one in. Lacroix calmly anticipates. Not where it came from. Mateta! Oh, it's hit the post! Doku. In with the challenge. Brennan Johnson. Now it's Kamada. Tries to pass it through. And he shoots! Goal! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Crystal Palace have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up.
Impressive jump! And that signals the end of the first period. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Reflections on the first half?
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Crystal Palace just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. Back underway then. Crystal Palace leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Haaland, oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Munoz, and it's Munoz. Lacroix, Doucouré, looking for the run. Mateta is onto this. He's shooting chance!
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now it's Pino. Now, can they get him away? Lewis. Team still separated by the game's only goal.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Wharton was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Bernardo Silva. No way through there. And here's Johnson. Crystal Palace leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. And here's Johnson. Doucouré. And it's Wharton. And here's Johnson. Mateta! And we have our very first corner. Kamada plays it short. And here's Johnson. And now a sudden chance to counter. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
He's in a great position here. Rodri. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Early ball out from the back. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Mitchell. Kamada. And it's Doucouré. Yeremy Pino. Spread it left. Can he get it through? Lovely bit of skill. Lovely feet. Into the last quarter of an hour. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And Wharton. Now it's Mateta. This looks promising.
Crystal Palace surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And claimed it back swiftly. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now that looks a decent ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Mateta. Now it's Kamada. Mateta. Great ball, and he's in here. Wharton. Donnarumma claims comfortably. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Mateta. Picked up, and the shot! Brilliant save from Donnarumma!
Crystal Palace really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Strokes it back. Wharton. Oh, super ball! Nico Gonzalez. Lacroix. And that's that! Crystal Palace have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Mateta taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Up for our players.